morning, Boston. Welcome to our changing nation, the new face of America. I'm Stephen Nikairu.
And I'm Jordan Beckoff. This broadcast will bring you stories on diversity in matters of race, religion, and entertainment that are shaping the United States.
The changing face of the United States, what the latest census reveals about the world's melting pot.
Coming up, what it's like to grow up as a multiracial child.
Grace Chapel in Lexington, Massachusetts is spicing up its congregation with its growing diversity.
And an interracial couple responds to the controversial Cheerio and Coca-Cola commercials.
President Obama takes a personal approach to matters in the African American communities. These stories coming up. First, race and religion are the most controversial issues in America. But with increasing diversity, there are signs that we're making progress. So, what is diversity? The word describes varied or different types of people involving religion, race, status, and more. Describing diversity in America is part of our challenge. Sometimes it means inclusion, equality, rights, or heritage. There are many ways to define the word, but one thing we know is that we no longer live in a black and white world.
Does having more shades of color in the United States mean we are becoming a more perfect union? Are we a melting pot? Is racism a thing of the past? We are bringing you the latest on where we are in terms of how different we are and some of the struggles people still have to face.
Our top story, the U.S. Census Bureau reports that 50.4% of babies born today are of non-white ethnicities. Looking at American children, the multiracial population has seen a boost of almost 50% to 4.2 million since 2000, making it the fastest growing category in the country. It's projecting that by 2043, non-whites will exceed whites in the population.
The country is already changing, that we have an increasing number of Latinos across the country. The black population, both African American and those from other parts of the world, is growing, and soon, those who identify as white in terms of a racial category will be numerically outnumbered. But I think that that train has left the station. That those numbers are already shifting and changing. There's nothing we can do or should do to stop that.
Michael Wilbon is an ESPN commentator on Pardon the Interruption. He says this growth allows us to discuss race and diversity in healthier ways than 40 or 50 years ago.
If you take a snapshot of, say, Times Square today in 2014 and compare it to a snapshot, a similar shot of Times Square in 1980, or in God knows 1960, you're going to see a different look to it. People are multiracial, interracial. You can't even identify the half people in today's snapshot of Times Square as being of one race.
The U.S. is very multicultural and multi-ethnic, and these trends are expected to continue. Paul Taylor is vice president at Pew Research Center. He says we are becoming a rainbow nation and we are multicolored. In 1960, our population was 85% white, and by 2060, it'll be 43%.